There are a great many signs indicating that the appearance of Hazrat Mahdi ﷺ is close at hand. The portents of his appearance in the hadith of our Prophet and in the statements of Islamic scholars. A few of the hundreds of portents are stopping of the river Euphrates, eclipses of the moon and sun during Ramadan, the birth of a comet, shedding of blood in the Kaaba, the Iran-Iraq war, the big ship that exploded in Istanbul, war massacre of the Iraq, Asia, Afghanistan, an increase in the number of earthquakes and floods, the comet Lulin, and more than 150 such portents, all coming about the other, each one just as the fact that coming about one after the other, just as described, shows that the age we are living in is that in which great glad tidings imparted by Allah will become the truth. In addition to these portents, there are also statements in which great Islamic scholars give definite dates regarding the end times. By the will of Allah, 1800, according to the Hijr, will be a time when such events as the coming of Hazrat Mahdi to earth of the Prophet Jesus ﷺ, the appearance of the Antichrist, and his defeat by Jesus ﷺ, and large groups of people in the world turning to Islam will all face various time periods, in particular in the Hadith about the coming of Hazrat Mahdi ﷺ. Scholars have also made such statements about the coming of Hazrat Mahdi ﷺ. Of the who revives or renews the faith, the hadith of our Prophet on him, individuals beginning of every day, in order to explain according to the requirements of that time. This person is a prophet. Allah will send at the beginning of every century someone by whom the religion will be revived. Great Islamic scholar Ibn following statement on the subject. Reviver among the Muslim scholars of the community at the beginning and will restore religious law, the essence of Quranic moral values, and the sunnah of our Prophet, peace be upon him. Badi Sa'id subject. Allah sends a reviver. In his Barlam, Badi Sa'id Nursi, that the reviver in 1200 to the Hijri was Maulana Said. The next part of the statement he goes on to say that the Risalat an-Nur serve as a reviver of the 1300. Exactly after a century, the Risalat an-Nur appear all around and serve to the very same purpose, with the meaning fortified by the clear expression of the Hadith. It is our conviction that, in terms of reviving the religion, the Risalat an-Nur is in the position of a reviver. Bedouin also makes it clear that the revival in 400s Hijri style Hazrat Mahdi ﷺ. Most of the situations among the Muslims that are opposed to the light of the Quran are the grave outcomes of evil and cruel covenants, such as the treaty of bearing the letter M. It would be 1284. It now occurs to mind that if each of the letters Mim and Lam mark are counted as 2, the people who will dissolve the oppressions a century later, the disciples of Islam. Badi Uzman said that limit of oppression afflicting the Islamic world will be one later by means of Hazrat Mahdi alayhi salam. He states that by means of the word of Hazrat Mahdi alayhi salam in the following his own, in other words, 1,004 according to saved, attain well-being. The great Islamic scholar Imam Rabbani reports that will appear in the second millennium, after 1,000 years have passed since the death of the Prophet, peace be upon him. There are many statements from Rabbani on the subject, strengthening of the Quran and the renewal of the nation be in this second. So the truth of this cause is the presence of the Prophet Jesus alayhi salam in that. Those among the nation of Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, acted in faith. It does not matter when even 1,000 years passes after the death, peace be upon him. The that matters 1,000 years purpose upon him of his coming. The Prophet Jesus alayhi salam too will come down after 1,000 years. A little more than 1,000 years pass over the passing of Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, from this life. A time comes rises from its own rank. The Kaaba, the Islam, the name of truth of Ahmad emerges. From the two names comes a name into effect, and the place of is left unoccupied until the coming of the Prophet Jesus alayhi salam. Ultimately, the Prophet Jesus alayhi salam comes and performs his religious duties in conformity with the religious laws of his. The second begins 1,000 years after the death of our Prophet, peace be upon him. According to these accounts, Hazrat Mahdi alayhi salam and the Prophet Jesus alayhi salam appear in that second millennium.